Intro noises! I am Roseknight, and I have 4 achievements left in Hollow Knight, being Embrace the Void, Keen Hunter, True Hunter, and, well, we'll get into that last achievement later. Now, I have been grinding Hollow Knight for the last 4 months, getting speedrun achievements in Steel Soul, completing randomizer runs, and generally practicing bosses in Godhome. I beat the 4th Pantheon for the first time and finally unlocked the last hardest challenge in the game. I felt like I couldn't be more ready for it. Oh, how wrong I was. Oh shit. I just don't have well memorized. That's my further. Hopefully I'll have just an easy I have a shorter wrist than I used to. We ever not at this. I didn't even know they could. Surely, let's go. I don't do that. Oh, not good. Be earlier. You can see the, oh my god! So after spending 54 minutes fighting each and every boss, I had to start over. My second attempt went even worse. I lost half my health and all of my soul fighting No Eyes, so the Traitor Lord could finish me off. I didn't get anywhere close to my first attempt, and so it continued like that. I'd get 40 minutes to an hour into it, and then I'd die to a fight because I made dumb mistakes. What? Until I finally made it back to where my first run ended. And I'm out of soul. I'm out of soul. What? Where did that spike come from? It hides underground. Well, on the bright side, I get to play more Hollow Knight. Hooray! Eventually, I did make it back to Nightmare King Rim. Reset the time. Gold. Just kick. Don't panic. You've got this. Oh! Yeah, almost walked into a spike. I walked into a spike. No. Oh, he's dead. Okay. And I beat it, only to come face to face with the pure vessel. Yeah, I got stuck on this boss in Pantheon 4 for an embarrassing amount of time. Once you realize that his attacks are designed to almost always target you as if you were on the ground, it becomes super easy to just bounce off his head during every attack. But now it's time for the real challenge. Absolute Radiance. This was the first time I'd ever fought it. And my first thought was, I've fought Radiance before, how hard could this be? And I'd just like to say, I made a mistake. Ow. I'm sorry, and it won't happen again. After getting my butt thoroughly kicked, I decided that I needed to practice Absolute Radiance on its own. And thankfully, because I managed to at least fight it, I could now challenge it in the Hall of Gods. When I finally beat her, I still wasn't confident I could do it after the boss rush. So I kept practicing until I managed to beat her 3 times in a row. I won't say how long it took, I just know that I was ready. I climbed my way back up to the final pantheon, set off on the challenge, quickly defeating every boss one after the other until I got to the Radiance Arena in just 45 minutes, a massive improvement over the first attempt. I stood before the sun and all her terrifying glory for what I was hoping to be the last time. Her intro felt like an eternity. I took a breath, and we began. I started by taking 3 solid hits, one right after the other, at the start of the fight. The nerves were definitely getting to me, but I managed to heal half that back all at once, just as quickly. Just barely dodging the hand of death. I took more damage, but played it with just enough aggression and evasiveness to be able to get the soul I needed to return to full health. Despite that effort, I lost the advantage just then when I put my guard down for an instant. Clearly this was not going to work unless I put full focus in the entire time. But after 45 minutes of boss fights, I was exhausted. Mercifully, I had made it to the sword rain phase, which ends with a brief break to heal and catch my breath. This platform phase is much easier in comparison to what I just did, because of just how big the arena becomes. It makes evading her attacks way easier, but that being said, I still need to stay on my toes. This is surprising, because I think this might be the first orbital attack it did. Oh, we're done. We're done. Oh my god. Is this it? Full health, full soul. Doing the climb. I double jumped, but that's fine. Oh, I'm choking. Oh my god. How much health? Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Finally! Oh my god! So many hours! Yeah! You suck, Radiance! Die! And just like that, I'd beaten the hardest challenge in the game. And all that was left was to brutally find and kill all the residents in Hallow Nest. So while I do that, let's have our small creator shoutouts! For the uninitiated, I do a shout out of small creators every time I make an edited video. As a small creator myself, I understand how hard it is to find your audience, so I want to do whatever I can to help out wherever I can. And for this video, I'd like to shout out Oni Bang. They are a small VTuber streamer over on Twitch. They currently have 18 followers right now, and they are super fun to watch and chat with. They are currently playing through Hollow Knight and well on their way to beating it 100%. Go give them a follow, and next time they're live, leave a chat message saying Rose Knight sent you. I'll probably even be there to say hi. You can find a link to their Twitch in the description below, and from there you can also join their Discord too. Also, if you know of a creator you want me to shout out, or if you want me to shout out your stuff, post it on the self-promo channel on my Discord. I'll check it out, and if I like what I see, I'll put it in my next video. Okay? Okay. On with the show! Now, after I completed the Hunter achievements, all that was left for me to do in this playthrough was get the Passing of the Age achievement. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Passing of the Age achievement is obtained by equipping the Spore Shroom charm and locating the one and only Mr. Mushroom. They will spawn in several locations throughout the game, and the only way to get hints on where to find them is through a special hidden lore tablet with poem riddles written on it. While completing the Hunter achievements, I happened to find the first 2 Mr. Mushroom locations by sheer luck. After that, I used the lore tablet and a few helpful hints from chat to complete the task in no time at all. Also, it was just super fun solving the riddles with everyone. And if you want to see my next stream live, go check out my Discord in the description for immediate updates on when I go live, or post a video, since YouTube won't always show you even if you're subscribed. Now, the Passing of the Age achievement isn't immediately given to you after finding Mr. Mushroom. You actually need to beat the game one last time in order to get the achievement. So I did what any insane person would do, and I delivered a flower to... I cheesed a flower to Godseeker and began the Pantheon 5 fight all over again. And you know what? I got it on my first try. Not only did I get the achievement, but I also got the secret second ending and got home. 2 birds, 1 stone. Now earlier I mentioned that there were 5 achievements for me to get. In order for me to get the last one, I need to start a brand new world. But before I tell you what that last achievement is, I want you to try and figure it out. Write it down in the comments when you think you figured it out, and we'll see how many people get it right, okay? Alright, let's begin. I start by creating a Steel Soul save file, and fall into a familiar world. I navigate my way to a small town where I briefly speak with Elderbug, cause I didn't have the heart to pass him by. I jump down a well, I fight the first boss. I earn the Vengeful Spirit, I fight Gru's mother, I save Sly, and I make my way into Green Path. Using a shortcut, I follow Hornet. I save Zote from Vengefly. I fight Hornet and earn the Mothwing Cloak, and I head straight into the Fungal Wastes. I say hi to Leg Eater. I fight my way through the Mantis Village. I grab the Mantis Claw. I fight the Mantis Lords, just for old time's sake. Using the rewards from my fight, I buy all the Fragile Charms, which are just charms in Steel Soul mode, I guess. After I'm done there, I make my way to the City of Tears, where I sell all my trinkets, upgrade my nail, have a chat with Hornet, break into the Soul Sanctum, kill the Soul Master, obtain the Desolate Dive ability, and head into the Royal Waterways. I beeline it for the Dung Defender. I beat him, I admire his artwork, and I went back to the city, unlocking the east side. At this point, I buy the quill from the shop, as well as the compass. I finish my first mask, kill the Brooding Moloch to start my second one, and I head into the Crystal Caverns, where I fight the Crystal Guardian, get the Shopkeeper's Key, obtain the Crystal Heart for the Crystal Dash ability. Using this guy, I tried to skip to the Pale Ore in the Crystal Peak. Oops. I lured a spare Crystal Fly up to the cavern and tried again. Hooray! I got my first Pale Ore. I headed back to Dirtmouth, where I spent all of my money, and immediately made it all back and then some. Remember kids, Sly is a sucker for selling you a rancid egg in Steel Soul mode. I bought the Lumafly Lantern. I dropped into the Resting Grounds to obtain the Dream Nail. I journeyed into the Kingdom's Edge to get more Geo. I got the best charm in the game. Prove me wrong in the comments. I also unlocked the path to the Coliseum of Fools while I was there. I beat up the Pale Lurker, staying at the brink of death almost the entire chase. I upgraded my nail at the Nailsmith again. I grabbed the Monarch Wings, enough shards for a mask, a Pale Ore for 300 essence, enough soul shards for another orb, another Pale Ore someone just left lying around in the Ancient Basin, and I upgraded my nail again. I beat up Nosk in Deep Nest, and through Deep Nest I entered the Queen's Garden, where I had to pull off an insanely difficult skip. Okay. Thanks. Finally, okay. Afterward, I fought the Collector to get the grub mat, not realizing I had already collected 29 grubs at this point, which is only 2 away from what I needed. I finished collecting my grubs. And just to procrastinate the last achievement, I then collected the last few charm notches left in the game, which means I started the Grim Troop quest and fought Grim once after collecting his flames, which is good because it made the Coliseum fight that much easier. I fought through the first 2 Fools challenges, collecting the last charm notch and the second to last Pale Ore. All that was left now was to collect the last Pale Ore from the Grubfather and end what I started. You know, it's funny, I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd make it this far, completing every single challenge in this game, I mean. When I first heard about the Path of Pain, I told myself I'd never even try it. And I did, and I eventually beat it. I also said I'd never try Steel Soul, and I did. And it was the exact same story with the Pantheons. Over and over again, this game threw insurmountable challenges at me that I never thought I'd be able to overcome. And then I did. I persevered through every test and celebrated every triumph, knowing I'd grown past them with each victory. I just want to say thank you to Team Cherry for this amazing game, and for helping me to realize that despite all odds, I can overcome any trial and make it through to the other side better than when I started. If you haven't figured it out yet, my last achievement is purity. You earn it by killing the nailsmith after completing your nail. I never had the heart to do it, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it was actually the right choice after seeing him together with Nailmaster Shio. Alright, so I'm gonna say my outro now, but wait until it's done to see the actual ending of the video, okay? If you're happy you watched this video, please subscribe. I'm at 433 subscribers right now, and I would love to do this as a career, but I cannot do that without you. Leave a like and comment. It only takes a second and really helps drive the video through the algorithm. The more engagement I get, the better the videos do. And go check out my other Hollow Knight videos if you haven't yet. You won't regret it, I promise. Well, anyways, until next time. Outro noises! Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore. A rare fine metal, that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. Give 3 pale ore and geo to strengthen the nail. As you wish. I'll get to work then. It's done. The reforging is done. Your nail is much stronger than it used to be, as strong as it could ever be. In only your weapon have I seen such potential. Finally, I behold the majesty of a pure nail. To think this moment has come upon me so soon. I must step outside a moment.
Wrangell.
With a pure nail forged, my work in this lifetime comes to an end. My only remaining desire is to see and feel the nail strike true. I beg you, cut me down. As my final moment in life, I want to taste the blade's exquisite edge. After all this time, all this toil, haven't I earned it?